Now you're rethinking it because she done said something different.
No.
Go to prison for life or cheat on your wife?
I'd rather go to prison for life than cheat on my wife.
How about you?
I think I'd rather cheat on my husband than go to prison for life.
So not.
You need to say the same thing.
Prison for life, my boy? Now you're rethinking it because she done said something different.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone and Ruel. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine across the four winds of earth and all truth and sincerity. I'm Lamad Ariyah from the Mississippi Camp. Lord willing to be able to find a lesson. And this just a quick lesson, man. Just think I'll title it Through the Spirit, just something to think about. And this is, something our apostles, our elder bishops and brothers always mention, about. You got to understand, or we have to understand that our women, our wives, girlfriends, whatever title that's given unto them, when Esau started bringing forth that pressure, okay, when he started bringing that great wrath, we can't have just faith in our women, man. Okay, that's why, conversations regarding what brothers do, how brothers move, where brothers live, a lot of those things have to be, limited, man, to a certain degree. And that depends on each individual brother as far as they women. But all in the same, we got to try to keep things to a minimum as possible. Because when Esau come down with that great wrath, man, and he started rolling on our women, a lot of our women are going to give us up, man. Now, the video I just played, it was a hypothetical question from a Jake asking this older Jake and his wife regarding life in prison or cheat on your wife and vice versa. And Jake, gave that, little laugh or whatever. And Jake said, he'd rather go to prison for life, right? Versus cheating on his wife. But see, the mind of Jake, man, Jake's mindset is to be a protector, a guardian, to take care of his family, man. So he's showing that he's willing to sacrifice his life, in prison than to, cheat on his wife. And there's no such thing as cheating on your wife, man, or your woman. You can commit adultery, sleeping with another man's wife. But if that woman is single, you can deal with any amount of women that you can or want to if that woman isn't spoken for, okay? And Abu Ratazah, that's a video I'll do another time. But, Jake shows some type of integrity or moral values, if you will, okay, hypothetically, according to the question. But Eve, being a woman, the question remains, said to her, would you rather do life in prison or cheat on your husband? And she, very shortly after the question asked, said she thinks she'd rather cheat on her husband than do life in prison. Now, that's something to think about. Hypothetical question, but you have to look at it on a broader scale. Now, when Esau comes and you got a woman and she know where you gonna be at that time, or possibility where you gonna be at, and the question is asked to her, where is your husband? Or where is this brother or that brother, so on and so forth, right? She may say she don't know the first couple of times, but the choice is, look, tell us where he is, or we're gonna kill your child, your son, your daughter, right? What's gonna be the outcome and the answer to that? Because women move off emotions and feelings, okay? Not logic. And chances are they're going to be like, give you up. Or if it's her life. If this, and going back to the older Eve that's in the video, if she's not willing to do life for her husband, okay, she damn sure ain't finna die for him to give up his location. So how much more of the women that Brothers in the Truth are dealing with, man? We know our women, right? Yeah, we know them, but do we know them when the heat is on, when the pressure's applied? So this is just something to think about, man. And brothers, I know brothers through the Spirit already, think about it. Because like I say, our apostles and elders always bring it out, but women are the weaker vessels, as is written in the scriptures, man. And this woman in the video shows that she's willing to die yet and still for committing adultery. Because she's a married woman, right? And she was the cheating her husband. Let's go to the book of Leviticus, the 20th chapter, the 10th verse. It says, and the man that committed adultery with another man's wife. So if she's willing to cheat on her husband to avoid going to prison for life, like you say, this is a hypothetical question that the young Jake was asking, but she would rather put her life as well as that other man's life on death row. Why? Because the scripture again said, if a man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Okay, so that will be the outcome of that situation, man. That both of them will be marked for death. But it's accounts in the Bible where women fell weak and their moral status depleted, their integrity was through. Because you have the situation with, you go to the book of Judges with Delilah. Supposed to be Samson's woman, right? And she constantly agonizing and worrying Samson, wondering about this, where you get his strength from, just constantly drilling him. Okay, to that night, it finally, what? And it all started by what? The Philistines, what? Coming, offering her, the leaders, offering her what? 1,100 pieces of silver from each one of them. If she found out his secret. So it finally got to the point when Samson laid his head in her bosom and told her what? That he's getting his strength from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or from the Most High, by his way of his locks. Right? And what she do? She gave him up. Okay, for 1,100 pieces of silver from each one of those leaders. Now that's a lot of bread that they would say. Back then, she was going to be balling, but at the expense of giving up a man of the Lord. Meaning that these women can't be trusted. These women can be easily persuaded, bought and paid for, threatened, or threatened as far as telling about them their lives, their children's lives, where they'll give brothers up, man. So we just have wives or women or whatever. We got to act like we don't. We got to prepare our minds mentally, okay? We got to think about these things. We got to play these things out in our minds. We got to pray, first and foremost, Yahweh Shem Yahushua to give us the strength to acknowledge and move the way he ordained us to move in these times, in the times to come. Okay? And to be able to discern the mindset of our women. Some of us might have to get ghosts, man, just disappear on our women off top because we really gonna know how they are. Okay? So this is just something to think about. I saw this video and it was, it was just another eye opener, man. Okay? So I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to our apostles, the elders, of Great Millstone, and Ruel. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Go to prison for life or cheat on your wife?
I'd rather go to prison for life if she don't my wife.
I think I'd rather cheat on my husband than go to prison for life.
So not.
You You need to say the same thing.
Prison for life, my boy. Now you're rethinking it because she done said something different.